You are listening to It's an Honor to Be Nominated, a film news podcast bringing you the latest and greatest in entertainment. If there is a film you would like to hear us discuss, send us an email at itsanhonourtobenominated@gmail.com with the film title in the subject line. That's It's an Honor to Be Nominated, honor with the U.
It's an honor just to be nominated.
All right, it's Matthew Matthews for It's an Honor to Be Nominated podcast. I'm here with...
Reese McCain.
I'm here with...
Shayla Derwin.
And I'm here with...
Dylan Anderson.
And we are doing some film journalism. I know that. I know that
Yeah.
deeply within myself. I
And
know that that's what
we
we're here
believe
for.
you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Everyone tells us it's not journalism. They tell us it's for people in a room just vaguely talking about movies that they've seen.
Yeah.
But that's what journalism is now. And that's the most important kind of journalism.
Yeah, personal experience.
That's right.
Lived personal
That's right.
experience. Devoid of relevance to an audience.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. That's very brave of you to say.
That's why I'm so glad that ABC News has the lifestyle section now.
Yeah. Shout out to our friends at ABC
The
News.
most important articles.
Yeah.
Yeah. Does your dog look like a slightly different color than you want it to look? No, but I've got to find out.
Now it does.
I'm confident. I know what I'm talking about. And I know that I have seen a film recently.
Oh, wow. Tell us about
Yeah.
it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's called...
Oh, my God. Hold on a second. Well, everybody, stop. On this movie podcast,
You've seen a film?
you're telling... What the hell are you doing, man? You've seen a movie?
That is correct.
What was
Wow.
it?
Tell
Wow.
us.
It was...
You're amazing.
Thank you.
I love you.
Thank you.
Inspiring.
Yeah.
I'm inspired. Can you tell by my voice?
I'm
Yeah, it's
flabbergasted.
funny you guys mention it. Platitudes is the name of the film.
Wow.
Platitudes.
Yeah, it's this crazy film. It's sort of like a deep sea thriller, right? We've got like 5 submarines in a race to see who can get to the Mariana Trench fastest. And all of the engines of these war machines, these old commandeered war machines, the engines are powered by love.
Oh, I believe I've seen this.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So it's like you've got like Daniel Day-Lewis, you've got Guillermo del Toro, you've
Ooh.
got Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Guillermo del Toro acting or directing?
Acting.
Yeah,
Wow.
Yeah.
He does. He has done that before.
Yeah, and they are like, it's like, you know how like, all our systems have failed, the technology's gone bad. What can we
Yeah.
do? We need the old guard who know how the old
Yeah.
submarines work. We need to get them out of retirement.
Yeah. And we
And
need
they
them to
come
love.
in and they like express their love for these machines
Mm.
and race each other to the Mariana
That's
Trench.
right. And they're getting rid of the new guard, which brilliant casting. They're all played by various TikTok influencers.
Yeah.
It's like
Yes.
really representative of that. So like,
yeah,
one of them is that guy who's trying to give up soft drinks
yeah.
and he's documenting his journey day by day.
Mm.
And he's, I think at the moment he's up to like 500
Yep.
days.
Wow.
But his performance is just so moving in this
Yeah.
movie.
Yes.
Like obviously
Yeah.
he's playing sort of the upstart, annoying
Driver.
captain of one of the
Captain, yeah.
one of the submarines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
So the
he just brings so many nuances to it.
the TikTokers are like the new submarine captains.
That's right.
The incredibly talented and experienced actors and directors. They're
Yeah.
the old submarines called
Correct.
back to overcome these newcomers.
Yes.
Although this soft drink guy, that is one thing that's a little confusing because he is about the same age as the old guard
Yeah.
actors.
Mm.
He plays young. Like
plays
he's
young, yeah.
playing at maybe mid-30s, but it's still a
Mid-30s.
bit,
Mm.
yeah.
Mid-30s
Be
nuclear
confusing.
submarine captains.
Yeah.
Did either of you catch any
Yeah.
of that film? Yeah.
So I did, and I did like the introduction of Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yes.
He did incredibly well in that movie. He just came in with so much energy and force, and he really showed us how love can power a submarine.
Yeah.
I didn't expect it.
And
I
I'm
was a
sorry,
bit skeptical.
I just wanted to ask:
Yep.
was Arnold Schwarzenegger, was he acting or was he directing?
Acting.
Oh wow. And, but
Yeah.
he has done that before.
He has.
He has,
Yeah,
yeah.
he
Yes.
directed Guillermo del Toro.
Yep.
Arnie Schwarz, Arnie Schwarz and Dundee
Mm.
and and Soft Drink Guy, and they did movie together.
I am going to go into spoilers for the film if you haven't seen
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, so turn off the podcast
Yeah.
now.
Turn off the podcast
Go
now. I'd
watch
say
the
skip
movie.
the
Don't
next
come back.
No, yeah, I
Thank you, Reese. Spoilers. So like it's called Platitudes,
Mhm.
and you like start off and you're like, oh, okay, they're saying nice things to the submarines. The old guard's saying nice things to
Powered by
submarines.
love.
That's what
Yeah.
the platitude is, and that's not it. It's like a commentary on like the empty emotions that the new TikToker
Wow.
people are putting out there.
Yeah.
And
Because actually, if you look closely at the poster, there's a little hyphen between the PL and the attitudes. And these
Yeah.
these
Yes.
TikTokers, they've got PL attitudes, and PL of course stands for.
I never knew that one. This is new information. This is hot off the
So I
press.
should
Yeah.
probably
Yeah.
explain that. PL of course stands for
Unless it's power level. Is it power level?
no.
No, that's Dragon Ball Z. My bad.
Pretty loser.
That's what I've been thinking this whole
Yeah.
time and trying to think of anything else.
Pretty loser,
Pretty loser attitude.
attitudes.
Yeah.
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 Which they
Yeah.
do have. They at least
They
TikTokers
do.
they do have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought that Wes Anderson playing Addison Rae was really a wonderful addition.
And
in
he has
there.
acted before
He has acted before.
in that
Wes
credit
Anderson?
card
Yeah.
commercial.
yeah.
yeah.
I gotta say, I didn't realize it was Wes Anderson.
Yeah, Wes Anderson was playing
I-
Addison Rae,
Mm.
playing a character. And then I thought
Mm.
that the directing choice of Addison Rae playing homage to Wes Anderson, because Addison Rae, of course, directed it.
Mm.
This is a song, is it? Homage to Wes Anderson? No.
No, Addison Rae used the style of Wes Anderson
I see.
in
Yeah, yeah.
Platitudes.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. I thought that it was really clear as day. I
Mm.
thought at first must be Wes Anderson. No.
Addison
Addison
Oh
Rae.
Rae.
wow! I just thought she put herself in the movie and didn't actually have someone play it. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
convinced.
My favorite part. So the voice of the love-powered submarines, Daniel Radcliffe, and he didn't even know he was filming. He just thought these people were saying really nice things to him, and that was beautiful.
Mm.
That was beautiful. I am tearing up now thinking about all these incredible actors and directors
Yeah.
saying nice things to Daniel Radcliffe,
Yeah.
and oh boy, that behind the scenes scene could have been the whole movie for me, and it would still have been my favorite.
Yeah.
Because he deserves to hear those things.
Yeah.
He does.
Yeah.
There's
He-
recently been some negative press about him in other podcasts.
You know what I think Daniel Radcliffe loves? I think Daniel Radcliffe loves a good compliment here and there.
Yeah.
I don't think he hears it enough.
And that's what's so unique and special about him.
Yeah.
All right, so we are evaluating the choices made by the media industry this week. We're pointing our magnifying glasses at Roof and Tiling Monthly.
Yeah.
Yes.
And they've come in strong lately with their awards. They've gotten a lot of really interesting choices and
Mm.
critics, compiling the nominations list. So I'm excited to see
They do
what
their
awards
work.
they have. Yeah,
They do their
they
work.
do the work.
Yeah.
They do the work.
Yeah.
I think our jobs as journalists are made easier by the amount of effort the Roof and Tiling Monthly team puts in. They are a credit to the industry.
Yeah, they basically
Absolutely.
do our job for us if you
Yeah.
really think about it. Yeah.
I don't think we'll disagree with their choices after
highly
this.
doubt it.
I highly doubt it.
Highly doubt it.
Although Shayla roofing on this month's house. I mean, I
Don't
don't,
get me
I don't think it
started.
goes.
Don't get me started.
I don't think it matches with the Edwardian style of the rest of the
Yeah.
villa.
See, they're bad at roof tiles,
They're
but they're
terrible at
great with
They're
the movie
great
critics.
at the movie picks.
Yeah.
Mm.
You
Yeah.
guys, we do have a
A
deal with.
sponsorship. Oh,
Yeah,
Oh.
What I thought was inspired was the contrast of the shale
Yeah.
with the Edwardian
Yeah,
style.
Yes, thank
Yes.
you.
And that
Yes.
just
Thank
brought
you.
a character to this
Yeah.
this building.
Yes.
So I would really buy the latest issue of the magazine
Yeah.
just to check that out.
Yeah, I think juxtaposition is a good word to say when critiquing.
Put it in there.
Yeah, so I'm gonna say that this month was very juxtaposition of them.
This month was so juxtaposition of them. Yeah.
When I think about the position for this month,
It was Juxta.
that's exactly what I was going to say.
Whoa.
We're on
Oh
the
my
same
goodness.
level. Yeah.
This is
We're on the
why
same
we
level.
do journalism
Yeah.
together, because
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
understand each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I really liked that art piece that he did at the back. Like it had like all these vibrant colors on it, and it said juxt a little bit of color, and
Oof.
yeah,
Oh.
that moved me.
Hits home.
Juxt a little bit.
Yeah.
So the award category that we're doing this week on the pod, that we're taking a look at for Roofs and Tiles Monthly. So was it monthly?
Monthly, yeah.
Yeah, great. Is best fast food order.
Best fast food
In
order.
a
Yes.
film.
Ooh.
Yes.
I
Oh.
love the verisimilitude of having
That's right.
food references in your film.
Because so often you see people eating fake food, you see
Yeah.
people carrying on coffee mugs, and it's
Ugh.
clear that there's no coffee in them.
I
Yeah.
genuinely get upset at how many times I see the level of fluid in a cup change as they like cut to different scenes. And I know it's really hard for the editors to like make sure that matches, and I would say almost impossible sometimes, but I genuinely get upset when I see it.
No,
Yeah.
we need that good continuity. It has to go through the whole
But
film.
this award is nothing to do with that. It's just to do with how good the order is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's just how good the order is.
Yeah.
So I have taken some time to like separate myself.
It's tough,
Fro-
but
it
we've
is
got to do
tough.
it as a journalist.
Well, yeah, they've
Mm.
done their work, and this is our time to put our effort in.
like when I was covering that story about the man who was going around pouring gasoline on gardens and
Yep.
burning them. It was
Yeah.
tough to separate because
So
that's
tough.
me, but I had to approach the story from a distance perspective. You know,
Yeah.
I had to
You did that really
I had to
well.
look at it outside and say,
Like,
you know, what are the benefits of this man doing this?
Yeah.
Like if we look at it
Yeah.
objectively, and there were so many that if I was doing it just from my perspective as the man who's doing it, I would think, oh, just making a pretty fire. But actually,
yeah.
there's so much more than
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
I
You
think-
really brought the beauty out in
Yeah.
that situation. But
Yeah.
I think we should really get back on topic.
Yeah, let's watch a
So-
clip for one of these nominees.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I'll get the first movie up. So we got a clip from A Treat to Die For.
Oh yeah.
Darling, come to the parlor. Come to the parlor, darling.
Yes. What's happening?
I've been perusing the sweets that we've laid out for the
Yes.
dinner party this evening. You've hidden all the wafers from me again, haven't you,
What?
darling?
The
You wanted,
wafers?
you wanted to have the
We didn't
wafers
get-
to yourself, didn't you, darling? And you've hidden them from me.
We didn't get any wafers. I specifically didn't order any wafers.
Darling, you ruined me.
I remember the order we got. So many different things. We started with Tim Tams.
Yes.
Tim Tams double coat.
Yes.
Then we got Jaffers.
Yes.
Everybody, gather round. He's going through the order.
Oh my gosh. Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
no.
Oh my goodness, I must listen. I wouldn't get your hopes too high. I think we'll all find that there's something missing that should be there.
Oh, I can't wait to hear about the wafers.
Yes, please do continue.
Go on, dear.
Yes.
All 12 of your children are here to see what you've ordered.
Please, Papa.
Please, Father.
Please, Papa, talk about the order.
There's no wafers.
No. Papa.
What a beautiful clip. That was amazing.
Yeah.
Just the absolute amazing work of the order in this high class environment. It was
The
amazing.
absence of the wafers, I think, really represented the absence of fathers in modern day.
Yeah. Those child actors, they had to work hard. They
Well-
had to work hard for their roles.
One
And,
of them was Chris Pratt.
Yeah.
But surprisingly, it didn't take me out of the movie at all. Like
Yeah.
it felt
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
he did an amazing
The rest
job.
were actual children.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
there was Chris
Could
Pratt.
barely tell.
Yeah.
It was beautiful to see the coaching he put into getting those children to be roughly the same size and body shape as him.
He put them all on the Marvel workout
Yes.
routine.
Yeah.
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 He pulled some strings.
Those were some like what do you
Beefy kids.
yeah, beefy. Yeah, sorry, that's what I was searching for.
Oh, is that not the word?
No,
That was
That's,
the
no,
only
that's
word.
exactly what I was searching
Yeah.
for, obviously.
Obviously.
When I was
We're
cast-
joined on the
I was
podcast
casting
today by
around for a
Reese
word.
Beefy Kids McKay.
But really, like Chris Pratt, he's really setting those kids up for life.
You know how when we were watching that clip and
Yep.
the children were walking into the parlor and we didn't see them walk in, we just heard like the footsteps noise.
Yeah.
Most of them can't walk now
No,
Yeah.
because of
their thighs are too large.
yeah.
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 I thought it was the coconuts to make the walking in sound was an odd choice, but hey.
It's a classic.
It's not
classic.
what the award's about.
It's not
It's
what
not-
the
it's
award.
not the award for
The
sound
rest of the
effects.
movie, the sound effects were terrible all throughout. It was pretty much unlistenable because for a lot of the movie they were in a car and it was
Yes.
and the
Yeah.
sound effects of the car. I don't know. I feel
They-
like they would just
well-
like drag some chains across some broken glass or
Cr-
something.
It was a passion piece. Chris Pratt did the sound effects as well.
That's right.
He
yeah.
did his own
Yes.
Foley work.
Which is so brave.
It's brave
So
of
brave.
Chris
It's a brave
Pratt
move.
to do
But it's-
Foley
Yeah.
work.
Especially when it
Um,
didn't work at all. I
Yeah.
think that was
Yeah.
really brave of him to
Yeah,
do
very
that.
brave.
It's so brave to do something bad
Yeah.
and put it out for people to viciously take down.
Thanks,
Exactly.
thanks for like directly looking at me, Chris. Reese. Sorry,
I was just possessed by Chris Pratt, so I can
Yeah.
understand the
Yeah.
confusion.
yeah, inspiring.
Should
They
we
say all media is biased, but here we are doing our best work.
completely unbiased.
We're so good at not being biased when
So
we do our
good.
journalism.
Completely
What was
unbiased.
the story that you did just recently, Shayla?
The story about the poisoning.
Yes.
Yeah, I think the fact that I did it was it was tough, but I managed to keep an unbiased perspective.
And it was such an interesting look into also the recording process of this podcast because it's so
Yeah.
much about poisoning us.
Of course.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but we've had to separate ourselves from the story.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Because, if we weren't all unbiased journalists, you all might, report me or get mad at me, upset even, but
But that would be showing our bias.
exactly.
Yeah, I
That
was
would be-
gonna call the police, but then I thought, well, like, where's my integrity? If I call the police,
Yes.
if I make a decision about the story,
Yeah.
You can stop there. If you make a decision,
Bias.
that's bias right
that's
there.
Yeah.
bias.
That is bias.
All decisions are biased. Shall we go to the next clip?
Yeah.
Yeah. You want to
Yeah.
pull up another one?
Yeah, I'll get another clip up for the next movie, which is genuinely a favorite of mine, which is Les Grands Vieux Vendredi.
That isn't French.
Do we want to do a pass?
Le Grand Vieux Vendredi.
Vendredi.
The,
Which we all know what means.
the
We all know what it means.
the big old Friday.
Here in journalism,
Sorry.
we all know what means.
I apologize for the name there. I've only seen it written down.
Okay,
Of course.
that's fair enough.
Of course.
That's fair enough. I had Chris Pratt whisper it to me. Not here. Just at home.
Please tell me more about how you. This is the clip now, and that's what you just said was part of the clip. Tell me more about these whispers that you hear.
There is a man who I have only seen in my dreams. He comes to me and he whispers the names of the film that I'm in. It's haunting. I do not know this man, but he knows me. He knows me deeply, and I am afraid.
Bonsoir. Bonsoir, mademoiselle.
Bonsoir.
Je suis ici.
He is here.
Mm. Je m'appelle. Oh.
Did you know that in France they don't call them Big Macs?
Je ne sais quoi.
Déjà vu.
I do not know the things that this man whispers to me, but he whispers them still. And I am frightened.
What?
Monsieur President, I am frightened. And I have come to you.
Je femme.
The man who whispers has come too.
I was just in the middle of ordering from a McDonald's. You've come at the most opportune time because I'm very insecure about my order.
Ah. That's, well, I mean, I'm quite hungry. Je suis famille. Chut.
Of course, I understand what you say because I am the French Prime Minister and therefore I speak French. Very well. I will order you something as well, and perhaps it will go some way to preventing you from worrying about this voice in your head.
I was going to suggest we order at the same time, but that might be too much.
Oh, Monsieurs, would you like to order?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. The man who talks to me. Monsieur Ronald McDonald.
Quoi? Madame, I do not know what you speak. I am just here to collect your order.
Le Big Mac.
The what? That was a beautiful clip, I think.
I
French
am
cinema is
blown away.
amazing.
Verite.
It was verite.
Yeah.
Because that is the Prime Minister does just have a McDonald's in the Parliament House there.
Yeah.
Was it the
Yeah.
Prime Minister every time the title was mentioned?
Pardon?
Wait, what?
His title, was he a president at one point?
He might have been a president at one point.
Well, the
I think
French system.
They do have a president.
The
don't they?
French system is a little strange sometimes in cinema. You
Yeah.
know?
Can you explain it to us, Shayla? The French system.
Sure, the French political system. Of course, I can explain that in great detail.
I think we've got a little bit of time for that before we cut to who the winner was of that award.
Yeah, I mean, if the listeners really want to hear. So the French have a long history in cinema, and they first started off with a prime minister. Then they went to a presidente.
So could you explain that? History?
History? Of course. So history is sort of the events in time. We go
Okay.
from...
I've got a pen if you'd like to write
Yeah,
some of this
that'd be
down.
Yeah,
great,
take down some
that'd be
notes.
great. I just want to
Yeah.
understand
Yeah.
why is it called history and not herstory?
That's a really good point. That's a really good question,
It's
Dylan.
probably
You know,
something German.
I think sometimes feminism is a big important thing
Sorry,
in
could you explain that? Big?
big.
Yeah.
Yes, so big is sort of sometimes sizes in the world is you'll have something big, something small. It's sort of the amount of room that something takes up is what that is. Does that make sense to everyone?
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
did I explain the French political system?
It all
Yeah,
makes sense
yeah,
to
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
Yeah.
Big. We got it. Big.
Mm.
Awesome.
History. Big.
Great. Should we find out who won
Who the
this
wi-
category?
Who the winner was? Yeah.
Yeah. Do we have a clip from? I think we have a clip from
From the announcement,
the
yes.
announcement.
Direct from Roof and Tiley Monthly.
Yeah. Hey, buddy.
How's it going, champ? I'm glad we're here. Roof and Tile Monthly. We're here to present the award for
Yep,
the
we've
best.
been out tiling all day,
Yay.
roofing those tiles.
Look at this. I'm pulling up me shorts. Look at the tan line on this leg.
Oh, and pulling up my shorts. My legs made of tiles.
Oh, damn.
I clack when
That
I
skin
walk.
is rough.
Well, let's look at the winner for the movie with the best fast food order.
Okay, get that drum roll. And would you look at that? It's
A treat to die for.
Wow. Wow, hi everyone. It's me. I'm Chris Pratt. I just wanted to say that it is so wonderful to be here. I never thought I would win an award for it. I was trying my best to be bad in general. I really just wanted to see what I could get away with in Hollywood, and the fact that you've given me an award here today just goes to show what little standards the industry has. And that's my opinion, Chris Pratt. Yeah, deuces.
Wow, a very caustic
Wow.
speech, I would say.
Yeah.
So, which I mean, these sorts of speeches, like Jim Carrey at the People's Choice Awards, I think.
Yeah.
Just sort of
yeah.
really taking down the
Yeah.
Hollywood system. I think it'll be, what was it?
Historic.
Historic.
Yeah.
Historic.
Yeah, I think it'll be, what is it?
Perhaps.
Historic.
Yeah.
Or Chris Storic? Do we want to
Christoric.
try Chris Storic? See
Let's
how that-
try it.
What
We may
about
as well try it.
what about
Try it. I think it works.
wait pre-Christoric?
Wow.
Wow.
Wait, that doesn't make sense.
The
doesn't.
Cretaceous era.
I thought I did something big with that.
But-
Something big with it, and everyone gets what big is now.
We will
Yeah.
look. Hey, if there's one thing we can achieve, we've taught the people about size,
And
big,
that's what really matters.
big is one of the sizes. And if we get to cover
Size
other
is-
sizes later, that would be
I can only dream.
I can only
Okay.
dream.
Yeah. Big things coming up for this podcast, let me
Yeah.
tell you.
I think that's all the time we have for today.
Wow.
I've been and still am Matthew Matthews.
I've always been throughout history, Reese McCain.
I've not always been Shayla Derwent, fun fact.
And I
Powerful.
will be Dylan Anderson.
Wow, thank you.
And you can find me at Book Club Sketch Show in Improv Theatre Sydney in Sydney this coming November the 12th with my fabulous friends Imogen and Georgia, who have wandered into the studio. Here they are, Imogen and Georgia. Wow.
Wow, how did we get here?
We've been here the whole time.
What?
So yeah, we're doing this great sketch show at 8:15 p.m. In the Improv Theatre Sydney main stage.
Yeah, it's about horses, it's about love, it's about loss, it's about only one of those things.
And we won't tell you which one,
You've got to come. You got to
but
buy
you have
tickets.
to come and see
You
it.
have to come and see it.
So yeah, please come check that out.
Nice.
I'll be around.
You'll be around.
You can find me on Instagram at dill_Anderson, which is DYLL.
Nice.
Mm.
Powerful. I believe you have a quote from your favorite quote from a film with us.
Yes. Oh,
Yeah.
I'd love to end this podcast
Yeah.
with- from a movie dear to my heart,
Yeah.
a childhood movie.
You say this quote to yourself every night before bed, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like a final affirmation before I go to sleep.
Yeah. Nice.
It's from the movie The Friendly Baguette.
Big French movies going on this time.
Well, it's Roof and Entirely Monthly. Like they
Yeah.
are a big.
Yeah.
They're a big fan of French cinema. like,
Yeah, of course.
French tales,
and
French cinema.
roasts.
French roasts?
No.
Comedy
Okay.
Central roast.
Comedy Central
Oh.
roasts.
Oh, I see.
So the quote from The Friendly Baguette. This is at the moment where the baguette is at its lowest,
Mm.
and it's really needing to learn a lesson. And there's a moment where there's someone starving, and he gives up part of him, and he bestows it on the person, and he hits him with.
Lay it on us, man.
Lay it on us.
What does he hit him with?
Yeah, dude.
This quote that you say to yourself every night before you go to
Yeah.
bed.
Hits him with what?
Take part of me and live long.
Mm.
Oh,
Simple but
effective.
effective.
There's recently been some negative press about him in other podcasts.
You know what I think Daniel Radcliffe loves? I think Daniel Radcliffe loves a good compliment here and there.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I don't think he hears it
Sh-
enough.
Shayla,
And that's what's so
thank you.
unique
Thank
and
you, Shayla.
special about him.
Yeah.
Thank you, Shayla.
And I think he might also love
Oh no.
animals.
What does he love?
Just animals.
Thank
I
you.
think he would
Oh.
love animals.
Thank you, Shayla.
We can't do a callback to the previous
No, I
episode.
know, I know. We gotta get out. We gotta get out. That one's just for us. at the
That was just
table.
for us.
Yeah.
Cut it out, put it at the end.
We'll cut it out in that big pause that
Yeah.
Shayla did while thinking about whether or not she's gonna
I put
attribute
that
animal
pause in so that you
violence
could cut
to
it.
Shayla Radcliffe for the second episode in a row.
It needed to be
2
done.
for 2.